So we're going to take a closer look at collections of 3, and this is the smallest collection of the 3 collections on the green card Power of the Force 2 figures, without the slides and everything else. So these figures came out in 1986, 1987-ish, and let's take a closer look. Now there are no rebels or any good guys in this particular collection, which is interesting. Okay, this is Ponababa, and he was the guy that got his arm cut off on the cantina scene in New Hope. This figure came out in 1996, and a lot different looking than the vintage one, for sure. Here's Darth Vader. This is actually a Shadow of the Empire Darth Vader from the comic book, and he's actually a pretty rare figure. So, unfortunately, it's pretty crunched, but it's pretty valuable. And there's some information about him as well. Came out in 1997. Here's Weequay Skiffguard. I don't know how you pronounce his name, but he's a Skiffguard. And came out in 1996. Which is cool. Got the hologram, and pretty detailed looking figure. Here is the Emperor Royal Guard, also in Collection 2, which I showed you earlier. This one is Collection 3, so it's another variation. Same as the one before, came out in 1997. And pretty cool, it doesn't have the legs, just the base. So it's got the peg holes though, you can stand them up in certain play sets and stuff, so it's pretty cool. This is interesting, this is the Emperor, which is also Collection 1 as well, but I don't know why. Collection 3, so there's 2 different variations to keep an eye out for, so basically the same on the back as the one in Collection 1. I got 4 of these Snow Troopers. This figure came out in 1997, this is Collection 3 as well. And pretty detailed overall. I think they could have done a little bit better job, but later on they did, which is good. Here's a Boba Fett Collection 3 figure. Brother got this in Europe as well. Came out, 1997, but also it's got the Japanese writing on it, like the other figure I showed you. Interesting, but the back is essentially the same, but it's got the writing because he was on the orange card as well. And he's got the full circle in the hands. But this figure is actually modeled off after the one on the animated series because he's a lot more colorful, than the picture shows. Pretty detailed overall. Here is the guy who, Grindan Longsnoot, who also is the guy who kind of was a spy over in New Hope. The first time they released this figure, there was no vintage edition. This guy came out in 1987. Comes with a gun, which is interesting because the movie never had a gun, but whatever. And the last figure in this collection is Grand Moff Tarkin, and this figure came out in 1996. And the actually is very detailed, never before offered. It's a sticker right there, and the detail is just amazing. One of the most detailed figures at this time for this line. So one of my favorite figures for this line as well. Thanks for watching, guys. Until next time, may the Force be with you. Take care.